So one of the big things that happened in the news, and I guess social news, this week was Diddy got sentenced. He got sentenced to 50 months, which is 4 years and 2 months. And here's what they're saying. Oh, shoot. Here's what's being said about it. All right.
A last-ditch effort by Sean Diddy Combs to have his conviction overturned has been denied by a judge, clearing the way for the music mogul sentencing Friday. Combs was convicted on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. He was acquitted of more serious charges, including sex trafficking. His accusers now writing letters to the judge ahead of his sentencing. His former assistant writing, "I ask you to deliver a sentence that reflects the full measure of harm that he has caused. Wealth, power, and fame should not place him above the law." Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura going further, telling the judge she's scared that Combs will walk free, writing, "His first actions will be swift retribution toward me and others who spoke up about his abuse at trial." Prosecutors are asking for an 11-year prison sentence. That's twice the legal standard for similar crimes. Prosecutors claiming because Combs used fraud or coercion, he deserves a more severe sentence. Diddy's lawyers calling that draconian, saying it amounts to verdict be damned, lock him up and throw away the key. They're asking for Combs, who's already been in prison for 13 months, to be released on time served. The defense team did win a small victory yesterday. The judge saying Combs will not have to wear his prison jumpsuit during sentencing. He'll be allowed to wear a button-down shirt with slacks, much like his other outfits at the trial. Perry Russum, ABC News, New York.
Wait a minute. That wasn't what I was looking for. Let's go here. 1 second.
The children of Sean Diddy Combs leave a federal courthouse in Manhattan after their father is sentenced to 50 months or over 4 years in prison.
This was very hard sentence.
Combs' defense was pushing the judge overseeing the case to vacate his conviction altogether or allow for a new trial. The judge denied both requests. In documents filed in court this week, the prosecution had asked for a sentence of over 11 years, writing, quote, "A substantial term of imprisonment is also needed in this case because the defendant is unrepentant."
I think the judge was very thoughtful. He didn't do the 11 years that the prosecutor wanted, and nor...
Yeah, well, we get it. I don't know where the audio went, but we get it. So what are you guys' thoughts? What do you think? Do you think it's acceptable? You think it's overdone? You think he should go? He shouldn't be in jail at all? What do you think?
I really, like, I was talking to Jay every day about this yesterday, and I was like, I really don't care. Like, to be honest with you, like, I don't have like no fight either or, but I want to just give something because I don't want to keep talking about I don't care because I'm really starting to not care about a lot of things, like, subjects, period, just talking about anything, period. I want to talk about things of substance, things that, I guess you could say that really matters to us as people. That don't really matter to us. He did what he did. Did he do everything they say he did? No, but you had money and you had power. You still was running around here like he was just above the law. You was doing all these things, and they finally caught up to you. Is it over sentencing a little bit? Probably so. But they could have made a real example out of you. So now it gives you time to go sit down, chill out, get your go on your substance abuse program, find Allah. You know how they find Allah. They do all these other things, find different type of gods and stuff like that. You'll go sit down somewhere, and now you'll start thinking. Now you'll start moving different, though, when you come back out. If you come back out moving on the same time that you was moving on, I don't think you really learned anything. But overall, my specs about it, I really don't care. But probably need to go sit down somewhere, really, because, to be honest, the judge might have probably just saved his life. To be honest, she probably just said he or she. I don't know what type of. I don't know what the judge was. I don't know if it was a he or she, but it probably just saved his life.
Why do you think they saved his life?
Because he could have been out here being more reckless, and something really bad could have happened to him.
Oh, okay.
So when you go behind that, sometimes things like this happen to you. When people go to jail, it kind of saves your life. Ask a lot of people that have been in prison for 5 to 6 years and say they was just on the path that I probably could have died out here, but that the judge kind of saved my life, locking me up for a little bit. Give me time to reflect and think. So that's what I really have. That really don't. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself a little bit, but I really don't care. I really don't. But that's all I got.
JVD, what you got?
Yeah, I think I'm basically in agreement with Law. I really don't care. But the issue is what did he really do outside of being, Mr. Freaky Man, uh, to warrant that time? They're gonna say prostitution and all that. Like, do people really get that type of? Do the prostitutes even get that type of time?
That's my
They don't,
question, bro.
right? So where's everybody else in this whole like? Again, we talked about it on the podcast before, as far as RICO charges and stuff like that. He's like the only person being charged in a RICO. Normally, when it's a RICO, it's other people involved. You see what I'm saying? Where you know, and when I mean other people involved, I'm talking about other co-defendants, right? So they're being charged with other things. So this is the first time, at least I'm hearing, of a one-man RICO, right? Where and then after everything is said and done, well, they give them 50 months. So if I were to, do the conspiracy theory thing and put my Tom Ford kufi on, as Ma would say, I think this could be some type of humiliation ritual. At the end of the day, this is some type of ritual. They're known to do these type of things. This is the 50th year of hip hop. He happened. This is to get 50 months. You know what I mean? And you think about it, he may not even. I mean, that's supposed to be fed time. Supposed to do 85%. He may have get some type of time served, right? He may even do some of that shit at a halfway house or something like that. You know how they do the thing. So I can't. He won't probably be entered into general population like they did R. Kelly. So to me, this is just basically a big spectacle. This is the month of October. In October, we normally have like a lot of different wild stuff, things happening. Obviously, people dying, celebrities dying, and stuff like that. So I'm just waiting to see what happened next.
Yeah, I third that sentiment about not really caring. I think the big thing that, and you hit the nail on the head about what I was thinking, Jay, every day. One question that I have with this whole thing, this whole idea, not just with Diddy, but this whole idea of prostitution, right? Or the Mann Act is what. Let me pull this up, because I was wondering what would the 50 months based off of. They said Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to 50 months in prison, more than 4 years, for 2 counts of transporting women for prostitution, a violation of the Mann Act. So here's my question. What is it called when women choose to prostitute themselves?
It's called prostitution. It's called self-employed, LLC.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hell no. What the shit called you every day? Selling puss. That's what it's called. They selling puss. My bad. Go ahead. I had to say that though.
So I clicked on the definition of the Mann Act because I heard it before, but it said the Mann Act. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't pull it up for y'all. It said the Mann Act, or White Slave Traffic Act of 1910, is a U.S. federal law that makes it legal to transport a woman or girl across state lines for prostitution, debauchery, or other immoral purposes. Although initially intended to stop forced prostitution, the law's broad language led to its application in cases of consensual sex relationships, Diddy, and was even used to prosecute boxer Jack Johnson for his relationship with a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this whole thing is rooted in them not truly having a case, and they just got to hit them with something. That's what I think. I don't think they have a case. I think this whole thing has been going on as long as it has because they're scrounging for evidence. In fact, a matter of fact, I think they raided his house to destroy evidence. So I think this whole thing was a fraud. Huh?
Destroy evidence from what?
The Diddy parties.
Diddy parties. Hey.
In this domestic violence month?
I thought it was. Well, I don't know what month that is.
I think October is the domestic violence month. So they had to end it with Diddy getting some time. Again, this is black people all putting black people, black men specifically in this negative light that I mean, he causes it upon himself, but where we're the representation of everything debaucherous.
Hey, I got another conspiracy theory, man. Why y'all keep making me do with these conspiracy theories? What if they did this just so and gave him this time because we know he probably got over sentenced like Spaces say. Just so the big bad wolf in the White House can go ahead and pardon him and get him up out of there. Now they give him another notch on his belt and all that other stuff too.
Well,
I like
that's
that
what
one.
I was thinking about.
Like
Getting Diddy out of jail.
We gonna get him out of jail. That's gonna give him another notch on his belt. They give him a little bit more time to do whatever the fuck he want to do, and they give everybody. And guess what? Guess what that do though? That'll take everybody mind off them Epstein files though. You feel me? They take everybody mind off them Epstein files you supposed to release. You free Diddy, they give him another 6 months to a year for motherfuckers talking about them Epstein files again.
And that's another slap in the face to the people on the left.
It's a fact.
Trump has always been, I guess I don't know, maybe they would call him a friend to the rappers. You know what I mean? Prior to him being a political figure, Trump was always mentioned in all the rap songs, right? I was listening to some the other day with Jeezy shouting him out. You know what I mean? I mean, this was obviously a song from a few years ago, but I'm just saying, like, so this could be a potential possibility, yeah.
That I like that one, Maul.
Okay,
Hey,
Maul, boy.
I'm just here for the conspiracy theories today. That's all. I'm just sitting around here just thinking. Minding my business, drinking my juices I got, making with my juices, drinking my juices. That's all. Minding my business.
New era need to come out with a kufi so you can put it on. Boy, the new era kufis.
You know what I do? I go get the camera and then come back on with the kufi on.
New era kufi.
Yeah.
Matter. Yeah, I'm gonna put my kufi on.
My fault. Yeah, man. That's that. You know what? That might be the thumbnail for this one. Is the what am I gonna say? Is Diddy's sentence? I don't know. I'll figure it out. That might be the thumbnail though. But so this is something that Jerry, they sent to us like 3 weeks ago that is going on in Illinois right now. And
Illinois.
And it's about ICE being in Chicago, specifically in Broadview, in their downtown as well, if I'm not mistaken, but in Broadview. And we've been meaning to talk about this for a while, but y'all regular viewers of us know that our conversations can last forever.